This video explains the candidate tracking function. Candidate tracking enables you to monitor candidates' progress on RollFit from the booking request through to reporting. Please note, only candidates who have been processed through RollFit bookings can be tracked using this function. To access candidate tracking, click Tracking. You will see a list of candidates based on your level of access. If applicable, use the company list to further filter candidates according to a specific company. The period has a default time frame of bookings created in the last 7 days. Should you require a different time frame, use the period list to select your desired time frame. You can also search for a specific booking name, company or candidate using the search bar. The date created indicates when a booking was created on RollFit. Booking name reflects what was captured when creating the booking. This is usually the role a candidate is being assessed for. Company indicates the company the candidate is being assessed for. The candidate's name and surname are listed. Status provides an overview of a candidate's progress throughout the assessment process. A gray icon indicates that the step in the process has not started, while a green icon indicates that the step has been completed. Should you see a red icon, this indicates that the candidate has been withdrawn from the process. You are able to see at a glance whether a potential candidate has been processed and whether a confirmation email for assessments has been sent. You can see the percentage of assessments that a candidate has completed to date. There is an indication of whether reporting has begun. Dependent on your company's settings, you may have the option to see whether the report has been released. You are also able to see if the report has been sent to the relevant contacts. Actions give you access to view each step in the process in more detail. To do so, click View in the row of the relevant candidate. A candidate's tracking dashboard is organized into the various steps in the assessment process as per the given headings. As with status, a gray icon indicates that the step in the process has not started while a green icon indicates that the step has been completed. Booking request provides you with an indication of whether the candidate has been processed within a booking. Scheduling gives you an indication of whether the candidate's confirmation email, inviting them to complete assessments, has been sent. Before a candidate has been processed within a booking, you will see that the rest of their tracking dashboard will show as unavailable at this time. This will also be the case should a candidate be withdrawn from within the booking. Once a candidate has been processed within a booking, the remainder of the tracking dashboard will be visible. Assessing gives you a view on what has been completed by the candidate in their assessment process and is broken down by pre-assessment activities, unsupervised assessments and supervised assessments. Depending on the assessments required for the candidate, you may not see either the unsupervised or supervised assessment sections. Pre-assessment activities includes the candidate's bio and consent statuses. Bio status indicates the capturing of a candidate's biographical details. If you do not see bio status, it has likely been disabled for this candidate. Consent status involves the candidate consenting to participate in the assessment process. This section also includes a view of the percentage of their assessments that the candidate has completed. Only once a candidate has completed an assessment and it has been scored, will the percentage complete be updated. Unsupervised assessments are assessments that a candidate can complete, in their own time, without supervision. Supervised assessments, however, are assessments that require supervision from a professional in order for the candidate to complete them. In the unsupervised and supervised assessment sections, each assessment that the candidate is required to complete is listed. The two icons below indicate whether the candidate has accessed the assessment as well as whether the assessment has been scored. It is important to note that a candidate accessing an assessment does not necessarily mean they have completed it. Accessed means that a candidate has clicked on the link to gain access to the assessment. Once all assessments have been completed and scored, the next step in the candidate's assessment process is reporting. The reporting section is based on the workflow specific to your company. As such, your company may not necessarily use these steps, or they have a different naming convention to those in this video. Nonetheless, the functionality remains the same. Each step in the reporting workflow is named according to the activity required by that step. They are also numbered in the order that each step is required for reporting purposes. The status of each step in the workflow gives you an overview of how far the candidate's report is from being finalized. Dependent on your company's settings, you may see whether the candidate's report has been released. Report release involves the candidate's report being released on RollFit for generation. If releasing the candidate's report is not your team's process, you are able to see if the candidate's report has been sent by email to the appropriate contact. To return to the candidate tracking screen, click the candidate tracking shortcut.